Welcome dear students. So dear students, in this video we are going to start with this Martensitic transformation. Martensitic or Martensite transformation. Okay. So as dear students, we have seen the transformation of austenite into perlite. Okay, till now. Now, dear, and what is the main reason, dear students, to have this transformation? The perlitic transformation basically is the diffusion controller transformation that we have seen. Okay. Now, other than this transformation, dear students, let us suppose I am having this gamma austenite here. Okay. So, gamma austenite, when we have the diffusion controlled transformation, then definitely we are going to get what? The perlite, the perlite. And dear students, when we have the diffusion less transformation, very important, diffusion less transformation, so that time we will be having the martensite phase. Okay. And dear students, if I put here the interrogative sign, okay, that is I'm serious, there will be the benite, there will be the benite. Okay, because no any correct explanation for this phenomena is still there. But even though many of the scientists or authors have given the literature for the same, that is the benetic transformation. But dear students, just now we have, or in the previous videos we have talked about the austenitic diffusion controlled transformations, that is the perlitic transformation. Now let us talk about this Martensite transformation, dear students. So actually this transformation was given by the German scientist R. Martens. Who gave this? R. Martens. Okay. Actually, while doing the experiments on the perlitic transformation only, Martens investigated or invented this Martensite phase. Okay, dear students. So, dear students, this Martensite is actually the separate phase. This Martensite, dear students, is actually the separate phase. And as we know that the perlitic transformation is because of the diffusion of carbon atoms at the interstitial sites of this iron. So, definitely, dear students, we know that the diffusion of the carbon is definitely at very high temperature. But yes, at the same time we had talked about this is not the infinite. Okay, because diffusion is a time dependent phenomena, it needs times. Okay, so ऐसा नहीं है कि diffusion एक बार चालू हो गया तो वो चालू रहेगा for infinite period of time, because time हमेशा क्या होता रहेगा, from high temperature to cool room temperature तक तो आता रहेगा, isn't it? So diffusion के लिए एक तो time चाहिए और दूसरा क्या है, temperature भी उतना ही important. So now, dear students, what I am saying that our regular practice, what I am saying, we are heating this steel up to the say 950 degrees centigrade, and here what we are going to do, that is we are going to drop this temperature of the steel specimen from 950 degrees centigrade directly from 950 degrees centigrade to directly room temperature. Okay, और वो भी कैसे, within the couple of seconds, within the couple of seconds. Okay, so dear students, so till now जो भी हमने डिस्कस किया है अब तक सारे ट्रांसफॉर्मेशंस में, ये गामा हमने क्या होते हुए देखा है, गामा A1 लाइन के नीचे कभी भी स्टेबल नहीं है, सो वो ट्रांसफॉर्म हो जाता है किसमें, सीमेंटाइट में, और दूसरा तुम्हारा अल्फा में. ओके, दैट इज द परलिटिक स्ट्रक्चर वी आर गेटिंग. बट डियर स्टूडेंट्स, यहाँ पे मैं विद इन नो टाइम, ऑफ कोर्स विद इन नो टाइम, मैं 950 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड का जो मेरा सैंपल है, मैं सीधा उसको क्या कर रहा हूँ, क्वेंच कर रहा हूँ. ऑफ कोर्स आई एम क्वेंचिंग इन द वाटर बाथ. ओके, एंड आई एम कमिंग टू द रूम टेम्परेचर. सो बताओ ये गामा कहाँ पे जाएगा. सो डेफिनेटली गामा कहाँ पे स्टेबल है रे? सो अबो A1 लाइन गामा इज स्टेबल देयर, ओके। बट मैं एक बात कर रहा हूं, मैं सीधा रूम टेम्परेचर पे आ जाऊंगा कि जहां पे गामा विल बी नो मोर स्टेबल, सो डेफिनेटली इट शुड बी गेट कन्वर्टेड इनटू समथिंग। अरे भाई वो पता है कि रूम टेम्परेचर पे गामा कभी भी नहीं बन सकता, गामा कभी भी स्टेबल नहीं है, दैट इज गामा ऑस्टेनाइट की बात कर रहा हूं मैं। ये ऑस्टेनाइट कभी भी रूम टेम्परेचर पे स्टेबल नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि मैं उसको ऑस्टेनाइट को एट 950 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड से सीधा विद इन नो टाइम मैं उसको रूम टेम्परेचर में ला रहा हूं। So yes, this gamma has to be converted into something, dear students. So what I'm saying, this gamma has to get converted into something, and dear students, this something is nothing but actually this something is known as the martensite. Yes, this something, dear students, is known as the martensite. Say this is the gamma which is having the face centered cubic structure. I am rapidly cooling it. I am having the rapid cooling of this gamma austenite to the martensite. As we know that as room temperature only alpha is stable, isn't it? But here this alpha is also not there, so it will be something like this alpha prime. I am saying, dear students, what I am saying, this will be the alpha prime, which is having the body centered tetragonal structure. क्या है ये? So how you read this alpha dash, that is nothing but the alpha prime, which is having, देखो gamma austenite का क्या स्ट्रक्चर FCC है, सीधा आपको क्या मिला एट रूम टेम्परेचर, जैसे आपने उसको कूल किया, you got it as the body centered tetragonal. Okay dear students, so dear students, this transformation actually is the diffusion less transformation, okay। और उसको आप एक नाम भी दे सकते हो कि ये जो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है ये डिस्प्लेसमेंट और डिस्प्लेसिव इन नेचर है। कैसा ये ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन? डिस्प्लेसिव इन नेचर, ओके। सो एक्चुअली दिस हैपेंस ड्यू टू द कॉपर्टी प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ द कार्बन एटम्स। व्हाई इट इज हैपनिंग? बिकॉज ऑफ द कॉपर्टी प्रॉपर्टी, we will see it how, of the carbon atoms, of the carbon atoms, okay। So dear students, so actually this transformation occurs without any compositional changes, okay। So this transformation is a process of the shear that occurs without diffusion. See here, so dear students, during this transformation, this shear process is actually converting this FCC, structure of austenite to the BCT structure of martensite. ये क्या है इसके पीछे मैकेनिज्म? एक तो ये डिफ्यूजन लेस ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है, तो है क्या ये डिस्प्लेसिव ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है। और ये किसकी वजह से हो रहा है? इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ शेयरिंग, ओके। सो लेट अस हैव दिस द वेल सूटेड डायग्राम, डियर स्टूडेंट्स। सो मैंने क्या किया यहाँ पे, मैंने दो गामा ऑस्टेनाइट के FCC सेल्स लिए, ओके। सो यू कैन सी हियर आई हैव टेकन दिस टू FCC of this gamma austenite, okay, like this। so एक के बगल में मैंने एक रखा, ऐसे बहुत सारे, इस साइड है, ओके। just we have taken two which are adjacent to each other, FCC unit cells like this। और FCC में क्या है, 8 कॉर्नर पे 8 एटम तो है ही। in addition to that we are having on 6 faces of cube, we are having हर एक फेस पे एक, बराबर, दैट इज अ फेस सेंटर्ड क्यूबिक। नाउ डियर स्टूडेंट्स, सो ये जो यहाँ पे व्हेन वी आर quenching this sample or this austenite from 950 degree centigrade to this room temperature, so see here what is going to happen। so same thing here, the dear students, I am showing you the mechanism actually। this is the shear, because this mechanism is going to happen with the shear, okay। so see here, when we apply this shear, that is we are quenching it. So what is going to have to happen here? So this, say this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and this is the z-axis. Okay, so dear students, this, because of the shear stress, these cells are going to have the clipping action. Okay, they are going to clip, like uh, twisting the fingers. Okay, like twisting of this all these FCC cells. Okay, so where what is going to happen, dear students, uh, these all the cells are going to clip with the velocity of sound when you quench it. And see here what is going to happen, will be getting this. So only the required atoms on the face we have shown here to get this body central tetragonal structure when the cells are clipping like this. They will clip like this with the period of sound. And dear students, if you see here, we will be getting this tetragonal. This tetragonal. We know tetragonal means what? A is equal to B, but not equal to C. So A and B are equal, but not equal to C. So you can see here, this is the body central tetragonal structure, dear students. Okay, and dear students, so while doing or while having this clipping movement, so there will be the plane which will not change in any of the cell, dear student, so which is with the hashed line. So dear student, that plane is known as the habit plane. Okay, so that plane is known as the habit plane. So you can see, dear students, during this transformation, actually the z axis is subjected to 20% compressive strain. 20% compressive strain. Whereas, dear student, this x and y are subjected to the 12% tensile, 10%, 12% tensile strain. This x and y, 12% tensile strain. So, dear student, this is the homogeneous plane transformation. Okay. So here one plane will under under काट देना यहाँ पे. So dear students, so here this one plane will be remain undistorted before and after the transformation. We have already shown here. So before or after the transformation, this habit plane is not going to get distort. Habit plane. So it will not going to distort. This is the habit plane we already discussed, dear students. Now, dear students, if we look at the tetragonality of this BCT structure, which will be depend upon the percentage of carbon, because this is a tetragonal structure. That is, A is equal to B, not equal to C, and angle R, alpha, beta, and gamma are 90 degrees. Okay. So, dear students, so the here this tetragonality of this BCT structure, body central tetragonal structure, is basically depend upon the percentage of carbon in the steel. Okay. So we know the tetragonality by the ratio C by A ratio, which is equal to 1 plus 0.045 into weight percentage of carbon. Weight percentage of carbon. So based on this formula, dear student, this tetragonality is actually depend. Okay. So dear student, suppose if I take the example that, say I am having 1% of carbon. I am having 1% of carbon. So tell me what will be this tetragonality, that is C by A ratio will be what for 1%. So put here weight percentage of carbon as 1. You will get 1.045, isn't it? So dear students, by this C by A ratio, this martensitic transformation for very low carbon steel. Okay. What will be there? Very low carbon steel. If I go, dear students, this भले मार्टेनसाइटिक ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन में हमको मार्टेनसाइट का स्ट्रक्चर मिला BCT, बट जहां पे C/A रेशो नियरली इक्वल टू 1 है, वहां पे क्या मिलेगा अपने को? वही मार्टेनसाइटिक स्ट्रक्चर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ बॉडी सेंटर्ड क्यूबिक BCC. So BCT will be no more there, so there will be the body centered tetragon, isn't it? So that is the thing, dear students. So dear students, now this is the way actually this martensitic transformation is happening. So here no any diffusion of carbon at the interstitial sites of the iron. Here only the thing is that the cells of the face centered cubic cells of gamma austenite, they are going to displace, they are going to distort when they are getting quenched. Okay, and there will be what? The clipping of the cells with the speed of sound, and that will convert this FCC structure into body centered tetragon. और जितना कार्बन कंटेंट कम होगा स्टील में, उतनी ही जो BCT जो है वो मार्टेनसाइट का जो स्ट्रक्चर है वो क्या बनता चला जाएगा? बॉडी सेंटर्ड क्यूबिक बनता चला जाएगा. ओके, नाउ डियर स्टूडेंट्स, let us discuss some very important points about the martensitic transformation. Okay, so the first point, dear students, that we have, see, this transformation starts at particular temperature, and that temperature is known as MS, that is martensitic start temperature, and again it is going to finish at particular temperature, and that point or temperature is known as martensite finish temperature. Okay, so ये जो martensitic start temperature है, it will depend upon the carbon concentration. On the basis of this carbon concentration, we will get that temperature. In same fashion, dear students, this transformation is also having some particular finish temperature, that is known as the MF, martensite finish, which will be around 200 degrees centigrade. So martensite start will be temperature will be there, and martensite finish temperature will be there. This will be around 200 degree centigrade. Okay, so as I told you, this transformation takes place with the speed of sound, that is clipping will take place at the speed of sound. And next, yes, of course, this is the thermal transformation, dear students, because it is independent on the time, that is why it is the thermal transformation. Next, if you see the morphology of this martensite, there are having the two types. One is a lath and one is the plate like structures. Okay, these are the morphology of martensite, that is the laths and plates. Okay, then if you look at the student, the hardness of this martensite, so it is 65 on the Rockwell C scale, hardness on Rockwell C scale. And if you anybody ask you what is the hardness of the tempered martensite, we have understood what is meant by tempering. At say 250 degrees centigrade we temper it, then the hardness we have got around 55 HRC. Okay, so dear students, so this is about the martensitic transformation. Okay, dear students, some of the important points also I have get enlisted, we have discussed in this martensitic transformation. So thank you so much, dear students, for watching this video. So in this way we have started some other than austenitic transformation, and the martensite transformation is one of them. Thank you so much.